It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug's history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go on the attack first. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate, and last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota to try to get that Little Brown Jug.
Rushes on him, and they got him in the end zone for a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding an escape route. The Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time.
On the double.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got the quick pass. Gets away from one, finds some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the two-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Heaves it deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Michigan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Snap in the shotgun. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Need. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a gap. It's Need. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fakes to grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for their 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage?
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in down the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he added the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need... Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Running free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Need. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Michigan offense. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all of those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man, and it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Pressure coming. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The quick out. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Wolverines in the hurry up. The offense changing the play. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the end zone. Complete to the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Golden Gophers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Hands it off. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick completion on the out. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
Ready, set.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the...
Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's need. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down.
Here we go. Set.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Ready.
And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give out of the gun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Whitaker. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. And the ball is loose on the return. Corralled by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, man, that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stokes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The give to the back. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's got him. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Okay, ready?
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Cricket. Ready, go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield.
Get set, get set. Tuna, tuna. Griffin. Ready.
They'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Tuna. Arrow, arrow. Gorilla, gorilla.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And the Golden Gophers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Got his man. All kinds of room to the right. Crosses midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. All by himself down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field.
Let's go.
The corners are walked up tight. The running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's got it. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, Dave.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Got it set up on the outside. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the Heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Peterson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on 4th down. The big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period.
Green 25. Terrier.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Gets the back moving. Trying play action. Gets rid of it. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Okay, ready?
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Need. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the returner is stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room. It's Need. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flush down in the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Got his man. Turning it on. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To the air on first down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Under fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off and another empty drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game when they're
looking for more room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line.
Set, ready.
Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for this offense. Points have been hard to come by. Only 7 points, and finally here late in the game, you get an opportunity down close.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time, it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.